when is enough enough? When is it enough? When have we had enough? You know, I love this. I have the video up on, executive orders are not law. And I get this from that video quite a bit, arguing that we've made exceptions to the Constitution before. So what's the difference now? It's okay to do this because we've done it before. That doesn't make it okay. Like, just because we screwed up before doesn't make it okay. Like that. I mean, let's play that argument out, right? Based on that logic, like it's cool to put slavery back in. Like, that sounds stupid. That's like stupid logic. Cause I don't think that's ever okay. And yeah, we gotta just start like asking ourselves, asking our neighbors, when is it enough? When have we had enough? You know, I want to know this from the militia types, from the 3%ers, from, the guys who are supposedly there to defend the Constitution, defend the people. Like, what's enough? You know, I've heard answers of, well, when they start hurting people. People have been hurt. Are you not paying attention? Like, are you guys seriously like not watching or what? People have been hurt. Down at Sacramento was one of the first ones, the girl in the subway. Financially, people are being killed, literally. They changed the locks on the door out at the guy in New Jersey, Ian, telling people they can't make a living. Like, it's not just the physical violence. It's the emotional, financial violence that's going on. Suicides are at an all-time high in this country right now. If that's not hurting somebody, I mean, just because you've put them in a bad enough situation where they hurt themselves, like, that makes it okay? I mean, weird, man, weird. That's not enough. That's not enough. So, when is it enough? When is it enough? Yeah, Janae, soldiers are killing themselves. And it's so stupid. Like, people don't take this seriously. I went to Menards today. They have Securitas security guards sitting there at the door. Won't let you go in unless you're wearing a mask. They have somebody at the exit door because that's an exit only. And then, I walk in, and the first person I see, Menards staff, has their mask, sitting here. Like that. They're not covering their nose with it. The next guy doing the same thing. He's not wearing it completely. I think that one, he only had it over his ear. As I keep going through, there's a few of them that are wearing them, good. And one guy pulls it off, pulls it down and then puts it back on. I mean, you're really not doing anything there. And then as I'm going out the exit, there's one of their employees coming in through there. So what is the point? Like, what are you actually doing? Like, you guys don't even take this seriously enough for your staff to enforce it with them. So why are you enforcing it on other people? Like, come on, and I love that. I go into, what is it here? I keep wanting to say Pick and Save. I lived in Wisconsin too long. Jewel Osco, which is like our Kroger's or whatever you guys have, wherever you live. I know it's different from area to area. But I go to Jewel. They still aren't wiping down the carts. The other day I was there, they weren't even wiping down the handles of the dairy section anymore. Like that, if this is really serious, then what the fuck is going on? Excuse my language, but what is going on? Seriously, like, they're not taking it seriously. Why is the government taking it seriously enough to close down churches? Like, really? Like, you got Lori Lightfoot literally closing down a dude's church on, what was that? On Sunday, right? Sunday. Towing cars to prevent people from going to church. When is it enough? When is enough enough? When do we have enough? When do we stand up? Like, when do we start pushing back? When do we stop taking it? I don't know. Like I'm pretty close to done now. Like as far as I'm concerned, the June 14th is the last peaceful thing that happens for me. June 14th, we're going to Washington, D.C. Everybody who can be there, be there. We are going to demand, not protest for a question, we are going to demand that the President of the United States arrests any governor who is violating constitutional rights of the citizens of their state. So, that is a call to action for every state, needs to get out there, needs to do that. Everybody, all the way from Washington State, Oregon, California, Nevada, you guys need to get out there. We need to make this huge so the president hears our message and starts taking it seriously, because we've been way too divided on this stuff right now. Way too divided. And we need to actually like come together and show a mass thing there, and actually demand it, because if Trump and his administration don't actually do anything after the 14th on Flag Day, then I'm done. Like Independence Day is a whole new meaning as far as I'm concerned. And I want to know from all of you guys who are freedom loving Americans, right? Where are you at? Where are you at? You just sitting on the sidelines? Is there a trigger? Is there something that has to happen to make it big enough? Is it not bad enough yet? We're talking about this new normal. Oh God, I know. And I mean, think about it, right? What are we complaining about? You have to wear a mask, right? You have to wash your hands. Yeah. What are we complaining about, right? It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid that we're complaining about that. Is that all we're complaining about, though? I don't think for anybody that's all we're complaining about. What are we going to do? I mean, think about this. Think about what's really going to happen. What is the real new normal, right? So schools are going to change drastically. Like the entire schooling system is going to change drastically. It's never going to be the same, and it is going to become more of an indoctrination camp. Life is normal. It will never be normal again. We're never going back to normal. That's not a thing. Like that. Not if they have their way. Forced vaccinations. That's a strong possibility. Once they get that, then we're talking. Forced vaccinations across the board. Because if they can do it for one thing, they can do it for everything. So anybody in the medical freedom fight, like, you're screwed. Your battle is lost. Now we're talking about, forced masks, right? All the time. You got to wear masks all the time. Well, the mask thing violates the Second Amendment, because you can't conceal carry if you're wearing a mask. I mean, some states, I don't think you can carry at all if you're wearing a mask. So there's the Second Amendment gone. The scariest part of all of this is that when this is all over, right? What we've said is that it's okay to do this. It's okay to close down our economy. It's okay to close down jobs. It's okay to change the locks on a businessman's door. It's okay to revoke the business license or liquor license or health license or whatever for somebody who's just exercising their constitutional rights. That's what we're saying, that government has complete control over everything you do, everything you say, and everything you believe. And if we say that's okay, if we set the precedent that is okay to do from now on, imagine the precedent there. Imagine that they can do this whenever they want. I mean, this is definitely coming back in October, right? Where we have the coronavirus wave 2 and the flu all tied in together, right? Oh, that's going to be horrible. That's going to be horrible, horribly dangerous. So, yeah, all your rights are gone then. And then every flu season they can do it. there's going to be some new disease out all the time, right? But don't worry about it, because your kids from the age of 2 will be indoctrinated that they're supposed to wear a mask. You can't go anywhere in public without a mask. That's new normal. That's the new thing everywhere. The one cool thing, I will say this, my wife ordered some sandals for my daughter from Target online, and they were too big. So she went in to do the refund for it. And, they basically said, oh, well, don't worry about it. Don't send back the old ones. We'll just exchange it. We'll send you a new pair, the right size. Okay, cool. Like, refund policies are awesome now. Like, I'm ordering me an 80-inch TV. I'm going to sneeze on that thing. And, sorry guys, I sneezed on it. You don't want that back, right? But so that's the new normal. That's where we're going, right? That's the new thing. There are no small businesses anymore. If you own a small business, you're not allowed to stay in business because you're not essential. Only the big guys are. So again, the question: when is enough enough? When have you had enough? It's the smoking. I'm on a conference call for like 2 hours, and I got nothing better to do in the garage. I had to open the door just to get the smoke out. I just sit there and do nothing but smoke for like 2 hours straight, and it's horrible. I got to stop doing conference calls that long. We're going to sit there, and what are we doing? Like, we're just going to keep taking it and keep taking it and keep taking it. We're just going to keep it. When is enough enough? When do we say that we're done and we're taking back our country? Because that's when that's enough, right? When you're to the point when you realize there's only black and white. There's no gray anymore. You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. If you're for the lockdowns, you're part of the problem. If you're sitting on your couch, you're part of the problem. If you're not out at these protests, you're part of the problem. Only if we're standing up for our neighbors, standing up for our country, standing up for our state, standing together, defending each other, that's the only way it's enough. Like, if I lived in New Jersey, I'd have been out there with my grinder, ripping those locks off of that gym so he can get back in there and keep doing business as normal. Or my lockpick set, whatever. One of the two. I'd have been out there opening him up. Screw you. Like, your business license doesn't decide whether I get to do business or not. It's a constitutional right. Pursuit of happiness. It's covered under pursuit of happiness. We all have the right for the pursuit of happiness. Every one of us does. And the government does not get the ability to create licenses to tax our constitutional rights. They don't. Oh, Billy Goose Lindsay, building an armor-plated bulldozer. Who was that guy who did that? There was a guy who actually drove an armor-plated bulldozer into, I think it was like a county building, and just started destroying the building because they had just screwed with him so much. He finally had enough. What was that guy's name? I love that idea. That's actually great. But yeah, we have to get to a point when we say that's enough. We're not taking it anymore, I'm not gonna take it, We have to get to that point, and I don't know. Are we there yet? Are enough of us there yet? I don't know. I mean, I sure the hell hope so. I hope we're there. I hope enough of us are there, because that's who I want to talk to. I want to talk I want to talk to the leaders of any organization that is out there and has had enough. I want to know who you are. I want to become friends. I want to, work together. I want to figure out how we're actually going to get this thing really done, right? Because I'm not settling for the NWO normal. I'm not doing it. I'm done. 4th of July, that's it for me. I'm not taking it past that. So, yeah, if you know somebody, if you're connected to somebody, if you know somebody who knows somebody, definitely let me know, because we need to start coordinating. And that's part of the problem, is that we are not coordinating enough. I think we are actually the only group, the only organization that is coordinating nationally. I don't think anybody else is doing it. And this is not a state by state issue. This is not a county issue. This is not a city issue. This is a United States issue. And we need to start coming together. I mean, the guys, that was the question I got yesterday from one of the guys who was out at the rally. He was a black gentleman. And he said to me, when do we get militant? When? That's what I want to know. I want to know when we get militant, because I'm on board with you guys. You let me know when it comes to that, and I'm down. So this is not a black-white issue even on that, This is an American issue. We need to come together. We have to take back our country. We have to get to the point where we have now had enough, and we're done with it, and we're going to take it back. We're going to take it back. That's the only way this goes, is if we take it back. The politicians aren't going to do it. They're going to do what they always do. They're going to politic. The courts aren't going to do it. They're going to do what they always do. They compromise. They make deals. They interpret. It's not up for interpretation anymore. We have to take it back. And if we don't, it keeps going down this road. And I'm telling you, I've said it from the beginning, this road has a definite path, and it only has one ending, and it isn't good. And I had this conversation today with a guy. He was talking about, maybe when the police start kicking in doors, maybe at that point people will wake up. No. When they get ballsy enough to start kicking in doors, the battle's already won. Like they already know they have won. There's no fighting back at that point. We've already lost. They've already started the mandated, antidepressants or whatever. They've already got us to the point where we're screwed. There is no standing up. That once they start kicking in doors, it's over. That's the thing. We are at the time right now where we have the point. We have the chance. We are at that point where we have the chance now to fight back. If we can get organized, if we can get together, and only if. If we don't do it now, it won't happen. Once we hit October, we're screwed. It's over. We're past that. We are past that point. So you guys need to, if you're not there yet, you need to get there. You need to get to the point where enough is enough. You need to get to the point where you've had enough. And if you're not there, you need to get there. If you know somebody who's not there, you need to push them over. You need to explain to them the dangers of this thing, why they need to get over that point, why they need to get over. Because that crossroads is coming, right? The crossroads, right? One path, we go down, you lose. The other path, we have a chance of winning. It's not even guaranteed. I can't even guarantee that we have enough people. I can't guarantee that enough people are willing to do what needs to be done to do this. But what I do know is right now, we're unorganized. We're not consolidated. We're not coordinated. So we have no chance right now. The only chance is quickly reaching out to as many people as we can, quickly getting the word out, quickly starting to coordinate, quickly starting to consolidate these groups, quickly figuring it out. And if we don't do it quickly, in case you all didn't get that was the key word there, Unless we do it quickly, we're not going to do it. Like we lose the chance. We lose the shot that we have right now, because right now they don't expect organization like this. That's why we've been attacked so much. That's why American Revolution 2.0 has been attacked so much. Because we were the only ones who saw from the beginning we needed to coordinate nationally. That's a danger to them. The message of uniting is dangerous. Uniting races, uniting religions, uniting states, that's dangerous. They can handle us one at a time. They can handle us little by little. A little group of white folks out protesting in New Jersey, they can handle. But you get the black folks, you get the Hispanic folks, you get the Asian folks, whatever. You get the atheists, you get the Christians, you get the Catholics, you get the Protestants, you get, all of that stuff. And then you get some Democrats in there. And then you get, you get New Jersey or Pennsylvania coming over. And then you get New York coming down. And then they can't handle us. They can't handle us united. They can't handle us if we unite. So we have to unite, guys, and we have to coordinate. Only in coordinating are we strong enough. Only in a coordinated effort do we have a shot. So we have to figure it out. So reach out, tap every contact you have, send me anything you got. I will reach out to anybody I can. I want to do I want conversations. I want to talk to anybody and everybody. Share this video, share the message. Let's figure it out. We need to coordinate everywhere. We need to coordinate and unite. Yeah, the divide and conquer game has been the game from the beginning. That has been their sole tactic, because they know, and that's why they keep, like, everybody wonders, why do the Democrats keep saying racist, saying sexist? It's to divide men and women. It's divide the races. Why do they keep attacking religion or attacking atheists? Why do they keep attacking these groups and splitting? That is the tactic. So I'm going to run through some quick Q&A, see what we got here. But yeah, guys, share this so that it gets out as much as possible. We need to reach as many possible. We need to have as many conversations as we can. Let's see. Oh, Greg Peter Patricios. Hello from Copenhagen, Denmark. Hello. Priscilla Perez. Monica hopped on earlier. Hello, Monica. I think I missed you. Steve Anderson. Let's see. Cynthia Escovedo. Barbara Jeannie. Let's see. Who else do we have? Timothy Ward said 2A strong South Carolina. Hell yeah. We need those people. We need the 2A guys. We need the badasses. We need the tough guys who aren't on social media necessarily. We need to talk to them. So if you know somebody, get me in contact. Let's see. Cynthia Escovedo, we're in stage 3 in California except LA. Only certain counties makes no sense. Right. None of this makes any sense. Joshua Eaton, welcome. Barbara Pachetti. Helena Gibson, way past due. I've had more than enough. Good. Nicole Ferguson, my question I posted on the page today kind of was leading up to this. I know. I saw your question. I loved it. Thank you. Let's see. Daniel Jepson, I've had more than enough. Good. I think there are enough people that have had enough. We're just not coordinated. We're not organized. We need to get organized. Like we're getting organized. We're getting people, and some of those people have had enough. Some of them still want to play kumbaya, which we need the kumbaya too. We need the protest, the peaceful protest, but we need to start preparing for other means. We need to start making government afraid of us again. They are supposed to be afraid of us. I guarantee you, even if you called a Republican governor and asked them, hey, are you afraid of your people? I guarantee they would say no. Guarantee it. Even the Republicans aren't afraid of you. But what does that do? That says that the Republicans can take advantage of you too. It's no different. And that's why I say politics is not going to solve this issue. Like, more of the same bullshit is not going to solve this. Janae Myers, people are getting taken down for not wearing masks. Yep. Anybody, and that's, I think, part of the plan with the masks. Tell everybody they have to wear the masks, even though they do literally freaking nothing. And then whoever won't wear one, they're the danger. So start to get them in line. That's what they needed to do. They needed to figure out who were the troublemakers and who wouldn't get in line. Yeah, Janae, where's the line in the sand? We have to draw the line. We have to establish what the line is, and we have to draw it. Let's see. Yep, Menards is a freaking joke. This is great. Janae, everyone has something to lose. When are we going to stand up together as we the people? Yeah, that's right. So, and that's the thing, right? I was explaining this today. Somebody was saying, hey, I got a couple kids. I got a wife. I understand that. I got a wife. I got, let's see. I got at home, like this doesn't include my 19-year-old who's off. I got an 11-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3-month-old. So, and yeah, the oldest 3 are girls. So, it's not like, they're necessarily, I mean, even if they were boys in today's age, I'll be honest, they're not going to be like holding a shotgun, defending the homestead like it was back in the day. So like, cool. Yeah. My family, is it much, fly coming at me. Is as much at risk as anybody else's. But that doesn't stop me. I'm still doing this. Janae has 4 kids. She's still doing this. So she's actually in a different country. So it would be easier to get to her because she's on a military base. So all they would have to do is just, military says, nope, you're done. And they could go grab her. Let's see. What else do we got? Helena Gibson, they're all drunk with power. Absolutely they are. Happy Hour Al. Yep. F-word Virginia. I was there 1/20/2020. Yeah. And nothing changed from that, did it? And why is that? That's because they aren't afraid. We need to make them afraid of us. Eve Morris, draconian, tyrannical dictators, and it's time to take back the country. It is freaking time. We need to start getting coordinated and prepared to take back this country. This country is supposed to be we the people. The government is supposed to work for we the people. They're supposed to be representatives from among us. They should be on per diem. They should not be getting crazy salaries. This politics should not be a career. That should not be a career choice. You should be put there as an additional duty because you are a respected individual in your community, and that is it. And you should earn the respect of the people in order to get there. And that is the only way you should get there. And we need to go back to no voting for senators as well. The original constitutional way. Let's see. Oh, Billy Goose Lindsay. It's called pause torture. They hit with a large negative and leave you there, then go and rise the negative again. Oh, is that what it's called? Pause torture. I like that. That's what they've been doing for years with gas prices. Let's see. Actually, absolutely, Nicole Ferguson. Storm Trump's press conference and demand action. That's what we need to do. And, the message needs to be, this is your last chance, sir. This is your last chance to do something to fix this, to do your job. Otherwise, we're doing it for you. I'm done. This is the last chance. Do your job or we're doing it for you. Helena Gibson, we are still going to be celebrating the 4th of July in D.C. at the mall regardless. Love it. Absolutely should. Stephen Honeywell, no new normals. Get back to life, no concessions. Absolutely. And we need to get back. That's what we need to establish. We need to take this a step further. We need to do their game, right? So we were here. They pushed us here. Right, and we'll use my nose as the reference. So the plan is always to come back to here for them. And that's what politicians on the right always do, right? The Democrats push it from here way out to here, and then we compromise back to here. And you keep doing that over and over enough, and then finally you're just way gone, right? That's where we're at now. Instead, they pushed it to here. We need to push it back to here. That's how we need to do this. We need to push it back in the direction to take back ground. We have lost too much ground for too long. We need to fight back and take it all back. Let's see. We have to fight back. You have to get to the point where you know it's enough now. Let's see. Lisa Ann, it's not okay. We've had rallies called, emailed reps and senators, consulted with attorneys. What else can we do? Get militant. That's what we can do. We need to start getting militant. We need to form our own police forces that are for the people and by the people. We need to form our own militias in the states. Find militias that are already there, support them. We need to get militant. The only through militant force is government going to be afraid of us. That is the only way. That is where we need to go with this. Because peace and love and politics and bureaucracy and court cases, it's more of the same. It's more of the same. I love that. Happy Hour Owl. Can't comment on that. I will have visitors at my door. Yeah. I just keep waiting after one of these videos or a conversation I have for the black SUVs to pull up. I got helicopters here somewhere. You might hear the noise. Billy Goose Lindsay, it's a lack of organization. It is. And it's also nobody's seeing the big national picture. Everybody's focused on their little groups, whether it be states, whether it be whether it just be, the race, whether it be religion, whether it be whatever, Republicans, they're focusing on their little groups and that's it. They're not focusing on the big picture. And that's what we've done from the beginning is we're focusing on the big picture, organizing people together under one banner. And it's the American flag is the banner. The American people. I don't give a shit what your color is. I don't give a shit what your race is. I don't give a shit what your religion is. You are an American if you believe in the Constitution and the values of America. And if you believe in that, you should be standing together with anybody else who shares those and not fighting amongst yourselves, not letting ego take over, not dealing with any of the garbage there. All right, let's see. There we go. I love that. Helen Gibson, get on board or get out of the way. Yeah. What's the old saying? Lead, follow, or get out of the way. We need more leaders. We need more followers. Quite honestly, that is definitely the thing. And then we need the rest of these little snitch types to just get out of the way. Fee. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but we can't get them off of the Facebook bitching to stand with us. So I don't see much support in the next step. Yeah, and that's why I think we got to take it on the road. We got to take this to in-person conversations. We gotta go talk to them, and that's what I want to do. I want to talk to people face to face who are in these groups. I want to know who they are. And I want to have a conversation. I want to know, when is enough enough? We gotta set that point. We gotta draw that line in the sand. And I honestly think if we actually looked at it, you would see the line has already been crossed. We already are past that point. Daniel Jepson, have you tried connecting with the walkaway movement? Yes and no. We have some people in the movement. I haven't directly reached out to anybody in the lead. I'm a little... Yeah, that should be a conversation we have. If you know somebody, let's get them. Whatever. If they're a patriot right now, that's all we need. We don't need to deal with any of the BS politics. We need to get people united and going in the right direction on this thing. So if you know anybody in any movement that's for the Constitution in any way, they should be on board with this. Have you heard of People's Rights Movement trying to connect people on local, neighborly level on national scale? No, I haven't heard of that. We should reach out to them. If you know somebody, let me know. Message me. Jan Sweet Hobie, the more people I talk to, they are fed up. Done. Yeah, I think they are. I think more and more people are actually just pissed off and fed up. I think, that's the funny thing. I think we don't see a lot of them on Facebook because the trolls get on there and they make it look like it's small. Plus, Facebook blocks a lot. The censoring from Facebook is ridiculous. It really is. It's insane. TJ Barnes, Josh, I think a lot of people don't know the right jump off. Fear going too far and appearing like Antifa, but going and sitting outside a mayor's office isn't cutting it. What's the move? We need to get coordinated and then we can talk moves. And that's the thing right now. The one thing you should be doing is standing up for anybody around you that you see an officer being forceful with somebody that they shouldn't be. Stand up. There was a young man, in Minnesota, and is a black gentleman. This was on David Lowery Jr.'s show today. He was talking about this, who was handcuffed and on the ground, and the police put their boot to his esophagus and crushed his throat while he was on the ground, unarmed, handcuffed, like completely subdued, and they crushed his throat, literally, like killed him. And if anybody was around and saw that happening and did not do something, you're just as bad as the guy doing it. This idea that you're not guilty if you just watch it and do nothing is ridiculous. You are just as guilty. You are just as responsible as the guy who did it. And we need to start standing together. We have to start forming those bonds, those neighborly bonds now. That's how we do it, honestly. The neighborly bonds, growing together, and coming together as neighbors, as teams, as groups, and defending each other, being willing to stand for each other. That's what we need. We have to start coming together. Let's see. Monica Squires, OC Board of Supervisors meeting this morning. Had a lot of people speaking against the masks during public comments. Good. And we'll see what they do. It's crazy. Raymond Rosenberry, I'm sharing this to people that care. Good. Thank you. Coy Lucky, welcome from Alabama. I like that. Actually, that's not bad. TJ Barnes. So we all lock arms and get signs saying, we the people, and stop traffic on the local interstate. That's one way to go. That is an idea. Jolene Alpert, I think you just hit a big thing. How do we do this now, this day and age? We do it in person. As much as possible, we do it in person, which is why I want to go on this tour. We got to get some things straightened out. We're going to run probably a test run. So we want to get a hold of specifically like somebody in a high up, good sized militia in Illinois. We need to find somebody to talk to, and I want to go talk to them. And if that goes well, I'm going to probably go try to talk to Darren Bailey, and then we're going to go from there. And if those two interviews go good, we find out some information, we see that that's getting a response, then we'll move on from there, and we'll go do this in person in every state. Let's see, Vicky Laup Legansky, she is awesome. She's been spreading the word crazy. I saw a new one on Facebook today, picture of emoji and saying, if you aren't wearing mask, you are an inconsiderate asshole, literally. Why does Facebook allow that, but not us to say we are against it because they do nothing? Pissing me off. 100%. Let's see, Nicole Ferguson. I've noticed something here in Illinois more so than anywhere else that I have lived. People here allow the government walk all over them, look at the property taxes here, and don't do anything because they feel like nothing will change. I'm from the South where we fight. Honestly, I can't wait to move back down south to South Carolina where I know they fight when shit goes sideways. Why? Yeah, we as a people have to be willing to stand up and fight. We have to be willing to get militant. We have to be willing to. I'm not saying we have to do it, but that's why the government doesn't fear us, is because we're not even willing to now. Like the most armed somebody's getting is with a bag of Cheetos these days. I know there's a small population out there that is militant already. They're part of a militia. They're part of some group. But it's so small. And the idea that guns are bad has pervaded our society way too freaking much, and it needs to stop. We need to be able to stand up. The government is not our babysitter. The government is meant to work for us. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I had a really stupid comment there. Chris Riojas, I'm with you. No new normal at all, period. Absolutely, we shouldn't. Like that. TJ Barnes, everybody refuse work, Walmart employees, gas station, everybody. We need to actually refuse to shop at those places. As much as you possibly can. Do not shop at any chain. If they buy their shit from China, do not shop there. Let's see. Oh, Misty Cress Harvey, thank you. She just complimented me. Lisa Ann, anyone know of a PA militia group? I'm sure there's a few. Somebody please respond to her. Happy Hour Owl, can we declare ourselves sanctuary citizens? I actually wanted to see if we could declare that we were a sanctuary police force, sanctuary militia, or something like that, sovereign military force, something to that effect. Because where does the FBI get its power? Where does the CIA get its power? Where does the state police get its power? They're supposed to get it from us. We form those groups. We give them power. Why can't we just abolish them, say no more, and form our own? Why can't we do that? I'm a little confused at that. Why we can't just say, you know what? We are the People's Police Force of Illinois, and we are holding the governor under arrest. We are here to arrest him. I don't understand why we can't do that. Rick Yetman, I like this. This is actually semi-legitimate. I think most people don't organize because we have so many guns that we don't worry about any other people. I think you're probably right. And that's unfortunately sad. If you have the guns, you should be protecting your neighbor. That's how it goes. Raylene Joy Potter, they aren't our bosses, we are their bosses. They need to start listening. And they need to be reminded of that. And unfortunately, the only way that they will be reminded of that is by force. Tracy Malley, where are you located? I'm sorry I joined this group late. I am in Illinois, but we are with American Revolution 2.0. We are organizing nationally. So I am specifically just outside of Chicago, a little area called Naperville. So, but yeah, we have groups all over the U.S. So if you want to join one, hop on the American Revolution 2.0 group. Somebody can throw a link up for that, I'm sure. Yeah, Mike Esposito, nothing will be finalized on Facebook, that's for sure. Anything we decide. John Arisman, yeah, where is Antifa? They were against fascism, right? Well, that's the funny thing, is what they deem as fascism isn't the actual definition of fascism, and in fact, they are just a terrorist organization who is out to cause trouble. They're an anti-conservative organization, which is ridiculous. Timmy Downs, who the hell do we honestly believe in, Democrats or Republicans? So many people are confused. It seems Democrats, the reason, but Republicans are not standing up. And that's the problem, is I actually think, it's about probably 75% of Republicans are pussies. Let's put it bluntly. And I think about 75% of Democrats are just going along to get along. I think there's 25% of 20 to 25% of Democrats that are the extreme liberals. I think there's about 20 to 25% of Republicans that are actually constitutionalists, that are for it and willing to stand up. The 75 to 80% of both groups are just followers or pussies. And unfortunately, that is reality. Let's see. Michael, welcome, man. Yeah, Nicole, see if you can get in touch with Bailey's attorney. I would like to talk to him. Grant Gannon, welcome. Apparently we lost Billy Goose Lindsay for a second there. Yes, there we go. Jocelyn Colombi. Thank you for putting that up. That is disgusting what happened to that man. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. I'm waking. What is this? Nicole Ferguson. I am making my husband put the zip ties in the trunk so I have them when I need them. Yeah, she didn't have her zip ties for Prickster in case he showed up last at the event, so she was a little upset. Chuck Wojciechowski, he's in Yorkville now. Awesome. Oh, you're not far. Yeah. Happy hour, Al. Yeah. Anywhere in the Illinois, Chicago, especially in the Chicago area during winter sucks. Minnesota's worse. I've been out there during a winter. That was horrible. Oh my God. I don't know how people stay. Raymond Rosenberry, we seem like we're libertarians. Actually, I am a constitutionalist. To me, the libertarians seem to have either been infiltrated by too many liberals or too many trolls or something. That there's some weird stuff coming out of the Libertarian Party whenever I post stuff in there. It freaks me out, quite honestly, because libertarians should be more for the Constitution, and the Tea Party has just gone way too bureaucratic. They're part of the problem too. Like, I hate those labels. You're either a constitutionalist or you're not, quite frankly, in America right now. And if you're not, you're the enemy. Because if you are a constitutionalist, you are for America and you are an American. And we need to start drawing that line in the sand. Either you're an American or you're not. And what makes you an American is believing in the Constitution. That needs to be the defining definition of American. If you do not believe in the Constitution, you are an enemy of the country. Period. End of story. That's it. Line in the sand drawn. Believe in the Constitution. You believe in freedom. You are an American. If you don't believe in it, you are an enemy, and you either need to get out or get out of the way so we can fix this country. Period. Done. End of story. So, yeah, last thing. When is enough enough? When have we had enough? When are we done with this shit? When are we going to take back our country? That is what we need to start talking about. That is what the discussions we need to start having with everybody. Everybody. Anybody you can get that has any kind of organization that is for fixing this country, restoring the Constitution, giving Americans power back over their government, get them in touch with me. And we are going to make this happen. We have a little over, 5-6 weeks to make this happen. And we don't actually have to necessarily show force. That is a key component here. We do not have to show force if they are afraid of us. That is the key. Mutual self-destruction is an effective tool. They have to know that we are willing to stand up. We are willing to fight every time they do this shit to destroy our country and our Constitution. If we send that message and we let them know that we are there and we are being vigilant from now on, they can't take it from us ever again. Okay? We have to send the message that we're ready to do it, and we have to be willing and ready to do it in case they don't listen. If they aren't going to listen, sorry, the glove comes out, slap across the face. Cool. Now we act. And we have to be willing and ready. And if we do that, if we are willing and ready, they will be afraid of us. What's the old quote? The old quote is, a government that fears its people has freedom. The people who fear their government have tyranny, and we have tyranny right now. So we need to get back to freedom, and the only way to do that is to make them afraid of us. And I guarantee you, even if you call the Republican senator right now, they're not afraid of us. Not even the Republicans are. We have to put them in fear of us again. That's the end of my message, guys. American Revolution 2.0, out.